Okay. Ready. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. This is Gangster and 7.
VS Faggot.
And we're going to be talking about The Sprinkle. We got a couple songs from Tech N9ne's album so far, and The Storm, so we'll refer to it as The Sprinkle since a couple songs came off of it. And we'll start up with a little backstory about Tech N9ne and shit, about because I like to start off every review and shit about how much we know about the artist, so you know if we know more than you or not. I pretty much know everything, so that's it for me. And Hero?
I pretty much know everything as well. Listen to everything he's ever put out. I watched all their fucking YouTube videos.
Watched all of it going, in the interviews.
You know.
So there's that. Okay, so moving on. Let's talk about the first song, the best song, I Get It Now. We'll assume it's produced by 7. We can't really find out right now who did it. And this song is about the topic matter that he's been talking about since like Red Nose. And anyways, there's a long list of them that this is like. But
This
Hero?
Is Me, songs like that.
Oh yeah, This Is Me. Oh yeah,
it's
true.
off of the Clowntown section of The Storm, so if Clowntown has more songs like I Get It Now, that's probably going to be the best section off the album, in my opinion. Because I Get It Now is really good. Just starting off with the beat, it was definitely
what makes
not
it
something
good?
I was expecting.
Oh yeah, the beat's really good, and the way he comes into it, it reminded me of the. Did you ever hear his "Hitting on All Sevens" song that he did with? Yeah, it reminded me of that. Like because he did singing at the start. I really liked it, and it gave me that vibe. And then the beat's fucking totally different than what we expected, and that shit was fire.
I was not expecting that kind of beat at all. Like if 7 produced that, that shows why 7's really good at what he does.
You know, Samuel 7 probably produces 7 of God. Don't question my dude like that.
7 is the god. But, I mean, the song's really good. I love the fucking chorus of this song. Like, the hook is what really... I don't know why I said chorus, it's hook, but... The hook is what sold me on the song. The fucking hook is so good. Chris did a really good hook. Tech's first part of the hook is 10 out of 10. The topic matters, 10 out of 10. The references in the song are really good.
What are some of the references here? What about that Biggie Small one?
He references how he's the late great Biggie Smalls, the illest. He references that. He also references Silence of the Lambs. Sound like their wrist broken, so put the fucking lotion in the basket. That's a good reference. And he also references how he's become a big boss, but he'll never be cool as Rick Ross.
Well, you gotta be a cop.
I don't find
in order
Rick
to
Ross
be as
cool.
Well, he is a cop.
So, yeah.
A lot of people find cops cool nowadays.
There's that. A cop turned fake drug dealer.
There's that theoretically. So the Biggie line, I ain't as cool as the late great Biggie Smalls, the illest, and he does it like, I ain't as cool as the late great Biggie Smalls. And then he goes in, and then I love the way he did that, because then he draws the parallel between him, where he says, so I went the route of the killer clown coming to pillage a village. Like, I love that, how he showed the difference between him and, like, OG, like Biggie Smalls. And how he went the route of being a chopper and having fucking style and all that other shit. Like, he doesn't have the coolness like that, but he has the fucking dopeness. I don't know. It's awesome. I really love the way he did it the first time I heard that.
Absolutely.
I also liked how he says he doesn't...
Yeah,
I got a bunch of things I want to say. So I like how he says that I don't give a dying flying, and then he stops. But because I'm like, oh, he's not going to cuss on this. That's awesome. And then he goes on to later say that the only time people want to look like me is Halloween, motherfucker. I'm like, all right,
Halloween, motherfucker.
I was like, no,
he
I can't
also
play.
Says at
now
the
I
end
can't
of
play
that
this
song,
at work.
He also says at the end of that song, I get it. I'll never fit in, so my duty is to make sure I stand the fuck out.
And I was like,
dang. Says that.
Yeah, it's like, I can't play this at work. All right. Anyway, so I just thought that was cool that he did that thing where he doesn't cuss again and makes you cuss for him. I thought that was clever, but then he goes and cusses later. But, I mean, that's just a small gripe. I just like when he does that. What else? Anything else? I like the Halloween reference. It's the only time people want to look like him. Halloween. That's a cool little punchline right there.
Yeah, that was a really good line. My only drawback with this song is it's only 2 verses.
Yeah.
And I never listened to the final part of the song because there's no point. Like, I don't think I've ever heard the song all the way through except for once. The first time I ever heard it's the only time I listened to it all the way through. Now, after the second hook, I just skip it. So, I wish it was 3 verses.
Of course.
But other than that, song's 10 out of 10.
But yeah, the flow is fucking amazing on this, man, and a lot of references, like, you know, Biggie Smalls, Rick Ross. He talks about they want to wear clothes like A$AP Rocky, like Yeezy and Drake. That's why they don't identify with not with a dude with a clown paint on his face.
Clown paint. He also says a line, I don't look like the average black dude, track shoes, gold teeth, and covered in tattoos. That's a really good line as well.
Yeah, it's fire. Okay, so I think that's about it, and then there's that N9ne and a woman speaking backwards, and then that's about it though for that one. What song you want to move on to next? Let's move on. What if it was me?
We can move on to
What if
it was me off of Kingdom, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's off the Kingdom part of the album.
Now this is socially conscious, like
no,
a
this is from
motherfucker.
G-Zone. What if it was me taken from the G-Zone section of the Storm? Okay.
The Jism
That's
section.
from the
That's a
G-Zone.
good section.
Yeah, the Jism.
That's a good section.
Yeah, the G-Zone. I'll let you get in depth with this one because this is your cup. I really like socially conscious songs.
Why is it me then?
You know how to say it better than me.
No,
so
no,
I'll let you talk on this.
No. Hang on, I clicked on the wrong one. I gotta pull it up still. Yeah, a second. What if it was me? Well, the first verse is him just talking about, what is it, a backstory of him and his life, and you know, up to a certain point where. And then the second verse is in a reference to the dude. What was it, Alton Sterling from Baton Rouge?
Alton Sterling, yeah.
Yeah. Look at that, I knew the top of my head. Boom, look at that shit. It's like that. All right, so so that was dope that he tied it all in. Okay, so the first verse, he's like, you know, he says, I wake up and see crime, all of us, we on, it's eat time. We got, where else? Clever lyrics doing, is this the one where he starts out? Oh, yeah, he starts out talking about his backstory, about his group, and then until one of his members found a kid to grope. And then, okay, so then he goes in, after that group broke up, or dispersed or whatever, he started going solo dolo, Stan's the GOAT, started making hella LPs, 2000 all the way to 5, felt free. Because of the hand the label dealt me, but in '06, Fontana helped us melt cheese. #1 independent, gonna be spending tons of funds in a minute. That's when the government want the sums, then I send it. So he talked about that on Blunt and the Hoe also, right? On the IRS and the money thing.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes.
that came back. It was just backstory about what was it, the Rogue Dog villains back then, I assume.
Yeah, Rogue Dog villains.
And then getting with Strange and then doing that. I thought that was dope the way he did that. And then they got a bridge on this one. And then bridge / hook apparently. Okay. And then the second verse is where it gets better. He talks about how, man, his flow on this shit is fucking dope. I'm just reading the lyrics and he fucking just kills it. So he makes a Trayvon Martin reference on this one where he goes, in a mansion, but it's still in hoods, not like Trayvon, J's on khaki shorts and a red tee, like I will and could. And then he talks about having a gun, but he can conceal it because he has a permit for it, which ties it into that. And then he goes on a little bit of like role play. I don't know exactly the proper term, but he talks about like maybe selling CDs outside of a place, and then that's where he changes into him, Alton Sterling, and then I like the way he breaks down his flow and the beat and shit like that for when he's like, where does it go? He's like, I'm on the ground. Or when he's like, I got a gun, suspicion. You know what I'm talking about here. Go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, do it.
On the spot like that.
All right. Stu over here eating food. But yeah. All right. Anyway. So yeah, the gist of it is that he's out. He just paints the picture of what was happening in that scenario there in Baton Rouge, and what if it was him is what the song wants you to think about, that it could have been anybody. Because when I saw the dude in Salt Lake City, Utah, get shot by the police, and he went I don't know if you ever saw it, but that was the one when the dude went to go pull. He was listening to headphones, and the cop had a gun pulled out right behind him.
Yeah, he went to go.
Yeah, he went to pull it, get his phone out of his pocket to pause the music. I probably would have did the same exact thing. He got shot, and then for that, literally like a year ago, I was like, what if that could have been me? Tech saw the same thing because Alton Sterling, what was it? He was selling CDs outside, and
selling CDs, yeah.
So Tech thought the same thing, and so some of these over here, some of these fucking police shooting things, you will think, well, that could have been me because I had done the same exact thing, and so Tech did the same thing. I thought that was a cool parallel I made between that and that. So that was dope.
Yeah, and then Chris comes in with like a long hook, I would say. I wouldn't even consider it a verse.
Is it?
I mean, I guess it was a verse. He just sang the whole time.
Yeah, it has it listed as verse 3. But
Chris comes in. Not really going into too much detail about like where Tech left off.
oh, and then there's that reference to oh yeah.
Yeah, he did reference. Oh, yeah, at the very end, I gotta fight all the night with cops, crips, bloods with sore fists.
I thought that was fucking dope that he tied it back in because oh yeah was socially conscious like a motherfucker, and I'm glad that they tied these two songs in together. So if you ever listen to oh yeah and then this back to back, or vice versa, I mean chronologically it'd be different. But anyways, that'd be interesting. But those two songs do kind of go together in Tech's discography, so that'd be fucking dope that he kind of put them together. I like that.
Yeah.
I like when the songs kind of reference each other. Like Red Nose referenced. Alright, don't put me on the spot, but he makes a reference to Red Nose. I think it was off Call. No, it was the album. It was the album
You
before
put
that or
yourself
something.
on the spot.
Sorry. Anyways, he does that. They say a lyric and they turn that into a song. It's been happened a lot on like Cali and Tech. They've done it before. They'll say something on a song and turn it into another song. Red Nose was like that as a lyric.
Cali's done it a shit ton.
Yeah, Cali's done an absolute shit ton on his albums. But all right. Any final thoughts on? So on the first song, off the Sprinkle, you had what was it? I Get It Now. It was a great fucking song. And then this one, What If It Was Me? Great fucking song. Both of them I loved. This is what made me pre-order the album. The moment I heard these two songs, I was like, yeah, I gotta pre-order.
Yeah,
So,
same here. It
these
wasn't
two
even.
songs.
As soon as I heard I Get It Now, I pre-ordered the album. Like I was
Yeah.
want to pre-order it then because that song is so good.
So
What If It Was Me is just a bonus because it's really good.
So that was the decision that was made there. Let's do a shitty one real quick. Let's do Everybody But Me.
Now it
featuring
brings
Busy.
us to Errbody But Me. Yes, featuring Busy and Chris Calico. I still don't understand why it's featuring Chris. Don't get it. I don't get it. I Get It Now is just Tech not featuring anybody, but this song is featuring Chris apparently. So I still don't get that. It's off of Kingdom, part of the album, which Tech said in an interview it's going to be Kingdom first, then Clown Town, then G-Zone. So Everybody But Me will be in the first section of songs, then you'll have I Get It Now, then you'll have What If It Was Me at the bottom. Unless he changes it. It don't come out till December, so we don't know, but that's what he said. And Everybody But Me, I don't listen to at all.
Yeah,
I cannot stand that hook.
I need to edit out the
I
hook.
don't listen to it. I mean, the beat's good. It's just not my type of song. I don't really like it.
I
It's
don't
the
like
brag
fucking
boast
Busy's
song.
hook on that
I-
shit, man. I didn't have a
His
problem
hook
with.
is what.
I didn't have a
his hook
problem with
really
Busy on Loud. He wasn't too bad on Sex to the Beat, but I didn't. He was on that one. I could have swore. And then I didn't like him on fucking on the Cali's album.
Yeah,
And I
so
don't
it's
like
on
him
that
on
Cali
this.
song, which I didn't like that Cali song even with just Chris on it. But
I did,
Busy wasn't that
but
good.
I didn't like it. I just listened to it because the beat was good and Cali was okay on it. I didn't care. So that's my thoughts on that.
that's good. That song is always skippable for me. But I mean, this song's skippable as well, just because Busy's hook is. It's like breaking into colored houses all over again. You can't fucking get past the hook. It's every 4 seconds, and it's just repeated all the time.
Oh, the good old days.
It suffers from that. It suffers from the breaking into colored houses syndrome, man.
Good old
Just
days.
fucking
I
Busy
had to-
everywhere. Every 4
I had
seconds.
to edit out
man,
T-Pain's
just a
fucking hook a
hook.
bunch. This shit was
Every
funny.
4 seconds, you have Tech on like a couple bars, really good bars, and then you have fucking T-Pain's hook for half the song. It's the same thing with this. Tech drops a few bars, and then it's Busy's hook for fucking 40 seconds straight. And the hook is horrible. So, and Cali says like 3 words at the very end of the hook, and that's how he got featured. Even though Cali does half the hook on I Get It Now. So I don't get that at all. I don't know if... I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand how the song's featuring Chris, but they do it. I mean, do what you do, I guess.
Okay, so, and I don't really have any thoughts on that song. Like, I barely listen to it.
I don't know why that bugs me, but it does.
What? Oh, the feature thing. Yeah, I don't know. You're weird.
Yeah. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Don't make sense.
All right, let's do the thing real quick. The bonus track for pre-ordering. It's about his penis, and this
Yeah,
has been
the
their
whole
thoughts
song's
on the
about his
thing.
dick, and it's very skippable.
No, it's not. It's cleverly done. It's
The
just
beat is
I don't
really
wanna,
good, and it is cleverly done. But I don't want to hear a song about Tech talking about his dick. Like, I can just go without that.
I don't know if I could go without that. I need to hear about that shit, man. That shit, man. I mean, it's clever wordplay. Not clever imagery, because I don't want to imagine it. And he like cleverly. I'm like, I don't want to think about this. He's like, go ahead and think about it. And I'm like, no.
I mean, it's sort
So
of
there's
like
that.
what you would call it. So.
If you've ever saw it. Hey, it's Grey Kiss. Devil Claw. Oh, he's Dot. And I'm Dot. Okay, so let's see if there's any lyrics to note.
Cause I remember him putting this on Instagram. Remember I showed you or let you listen to he put like a half a verse up on Instagram when he was writing this song. And I remember hearing it, and it was just the first part of the song, like the very first verse, like the first part of the first verse, and it sounded good. I didn't know the song was gonna turn into him talking about his dick, so I was like excited for the thing because it, you know, it had it's the thing. That's the name of a scary movie. I was expecting like, you know, something either comical to have to do with Halloween coming up, and you know he wears the face paint and stuff, or something darker.
You only want to look like him on Halloween.
Stuff like that. You know, I was expecting something completely different than a song talking about his dick, but I guess I was looking too much into it.
Someone's got to talk about his dick, so it might as well be him, I would say.
Might as well be him.
Everybody but my dick. Remix. Oh, so he does say, but the women are fond of Ron. Ron? Reference. That's my dude. Shout out.
He also says he's in there like swimwear.
Yeah, when he said that, I wanted to facepalm. I was like, please don't say that. Okay, please, come on.
Ugh, that's so corny.
I don't even know what else to say. It's just about his dick. I don't even want to move. I don't even want to go on about this, man. You know, it's a good song. The beat slumps like a motherfucker. It's clever wordplay. If you want to hear him talk about his dick, I listen to it every once in a while just because the beat slumps and the lyrics and everything are fine.
I don't even have it on my phone anymore.
That's because you're a bum. Was that all 4? Okay, so that's 4 for the sprinkle. Now we're going to have some bonus tracks for the sprinkle. So I made up a fake album, and I'm going to make up fake bonus tracks for the sprinkle. So which one do you want to do first? Do you want to do the one with Mac Lethal, or do you want to do the one with Wrekonize? So Wrekonize. So he put out that PTSD challenge. Hero waited for a decade for someone to finally put out a remix that was good. I think the only one we've ever gotten that was good. And when I mean waited,
I was on YouTube every day.
He watched a lot of the contestants. There was some dudes that were okay, and we probably should have listened to.
Dundee was decent.
There was some that were actually good.
We said
I want to clown those dudes that did PTSD remix. I wanted to do one, I just didn't fucking get around to it. All they did was listen to Psychology 101, copy everything he did, and put out the verse. That's all they did. It was really embarrassing.
There was one entry that we watched. They didn't even rap. It was just them talking.
So I was just kind of confused.
It was just two dudes talking like, "Oh, Tech, thank you for this opportunity." Well, okay, rap. That's the whole point. Why are you talking? Don't think and rap.
Insert that Immortal Technique line. Shut up and rap. You know that one?
Yeah, got him.
Okay, as long as you know. Why'd you leave my game, by the way, kid?
I didn't. I got kicked for inactivity.
You never joined back?
No, not yet.
Okay, so let's Wrekonize PTSD. Shout out to Jesse Joyner.
Jesse Joyner. Hope you find peace, brother.
Put Joyner Lucas in there for no reason. Oh yeah, is Joyner Lucas supposed to be on this album? I thought you said Tech and Joyner Lucas got together. Didn't you say that? No? Am I baked? I'm baked?
No.
I'm baked, okay.
I said Hop and Brother Lynch Hung were getting together for Hop's album.
Yeah, but I thought you said someone in fucking Joyner Lucas got together. Hungry. Starving. All right, anyways, moving on next. Okay, so we got PTSD. You think you have symptoms. You think you've seen it, but you didn't. PTSD.
Thanks anyway. I got this.
That shit was funny when everybody's like, "Yo, if your album sounds like this, it's gonna be straight fire." And it's been. That's why I kind of include this into it.
It's so good.
because
That
they have,
beat is
I think it's a
amazing.
7 beat.
That hook is amazing.
In order to put out the challenge,
That
the beat
song
can't be
is amazing.
copywritten, so I'm gonna assume it's a 7 beat, an internal beat, and it's Tech. Tech did the verse, Cali did the hook, so it's essentially a Tech Night song. And if you put Wrekonize on it, now it becomes a strange music song. Wrekonize dropped a dope fucking verse on it, fucking kills it.
Yes,
I
he
don't
did.
understand why Rek is doing that raspier voice though on that song. Like he does that every once in a while. Like I don't get it. Did you notice that? Just me? His voice sounds
I think
different on
was just
that.
you.
I heard that voice a couple times, but all right, trust me. And then yeah, PTSD's dope. I don't have the lyrics in front of me. Any quotables, anything in reference off PTSD by Tech?
From the Tech verse, shit. Fuck, I can't remember off the top of my head.
Come on here, you know you could quote lyrics.
I can quote lyrics.
Oh shit! Fucking Vandals booby trapped. I'm fucked. God damn. And I'm gonna play this song real quick. It can't be copyrighted, so I can play it. Here, let's play it real quick, guys. All right, let's just move on. All right. So, and then the final one, we got "Angel of Death" by Mac Lethal, featuring Tech N9ne off Mac Lethal's album, which we'll do a review for that right after this. Okay, so you got
That
"Angel of Death."
song, dude. That song should be its own video.
So my thoughts on this is when I saw it uploaded, because I'm subbed to Mac Lethal and I'm so happy I am. When I saw Mac Lethal featuring Tech N9ne, I was like, all right, this is gonna be dope. Then I heard the subject matter and Mac started rapping. I'm like, okay. Then I hear him start chopping, and he's super chopping. I'm like, oh. So either Tech sent him the verse and Tech was chopping, or Mac said, yeah, let's chop. Either way, I was like, oh, this is amazing. So I'm hearing fucking Mac just kill it. And I'm like, oh, this is amazing. He talks about he lost his mother when he was 23, and I'm surprised he didn't put that Joe Rogan podcast fucking clip in the YouTube upload, because that adds a little bit more context. I thought that was kind of cool, because I also like Joe Rogan and respect him, so I thought that was cool. But and then Tech gets on and talks about his loss. They both lost. He lost his mom, and he ends his verse saying that his mom is his angel for him. And I thought it was also cool that Mac Lethal said he wrote this while holding a baby, and now he just hopes to protect the baby from the angel. I just I thought that shit was clean, man. I thought that was cool.
And keep in mind, this whole song with that topic matter, they're chopping their asses off. It's so good. The beat is amazing. When I saw the title,
Well, that's
when I
produced
saw
by
Angel of
Seven.
Death,
That's
I was
why I
like,
cut
oh,
it,
this
man.
is. Yeah, when I saw the
Yeah.
title, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a slower song, a lot of meaning behind it. And then, like I said, I heard Mac's verse, and I'm like, dude, he is fucking going at it. He is chopping his ass off. And then Tech starts chopping. I was like, this is not the song I was expecting to chop on. But they made it work. Like, they made that song so much better than it would have been if they didn't chop.
This is why I always say this, man. That's what made Ritz's album so good, is that he was chopping on every song. And I hope more people do that. And Mac Lethal did it on his album. He chopped on most of the songs. And I thought that was fucking dope, man. I hope more people take notes and do that. Like, you don't have to slow down your song just to do a deep song. You can chop sometimes and it'll make the song better. I liked it. Then I can still slump your song in the car, and that's fucking awesome. I can keep listening to
Absolutely.
it. So that helps.
Even a song like that can be slumped in the car.
So, any lyrics of note off that album, or off that song, before we wrap this up?
Not off fucking Mac Lethal's verse. That shit, he goes so fucking fast.
You
Him and Tech
bum.
both.
It's fucking dope, man. I'm glad they did that. All right. So in final, for my thoughts on the Sprinkle, it was so good that I had to go out and pre-order it that night when I got home from work. I pre-ordered it, so now I'm waiting for the album. I can't wait for the Storm. Hero?
Me and him both pre-ordered it. Yep, I pre-ordered it.
Yeah, but I
the following
pre-ordered it way
Friday 'cause I'm
better
a
than him,
broke
though.
motherfucker.
Better.
I'm broke as fuck, so I had to wait a week to get my money up. But I pre-ordered it, and I'm excited for fucking December 9th.
So the day it comes out, December. Is that Tuesday,
Yep,
Friday?
December 9th.
What day?
I don't know what day of the week it is.
Nice.
I do not know. I'd have to look.
Because Strange used to send it to you Monday if it came out on Tuesday. I wonder if they'll do that if it comes out on Friday. Will we get it Thursday or not? No. I hope I get it early. I'm
We'll
so
have to
looking
wait
forward to
and
that
see.
album. Can't wait for that shit to leak. Can't wait.
Can't wait for that shit to leak.
Well, I mean, as long as I pay the money, I don't give no fucks if it leak or not, man. I give you your money. I want the album as soon as possible, man. Like, I don't care. I don't feel guilty about it.
I don't blame you.
I mean, like, you know, if I didn't support artists, then yeah, that's a big issue. Like, if you only download shit and you don't support the artist, then yeah, you're a bad person. But I support the artist, so when it leaks, I get super excited. Okay, so this has been Gangster Turn 7, co-hosted by VS Hero. This was a shitty review, but you know, fuck it, we still did it.
Man, it's me, mind you, a shitty bitch.